Hi Chris, thanks for making time this afternoon to join us. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. My name's Chris Walker. I'm the IT director at Gorvins Solicitors. We're a full-service law firm, but with a large conveyancing department, which is where we mainly use the inCase app, and we use that in conjunction with Proclaim. We integrate with the Proclaim CMS system, and then use the inCase app to help us provide our clients with our stellar service.
Fantastic. How have your clients benefited from inCase?
I think really it's the ease of use of the app. The clients have really sort of took it on board and been able to just download it, log in, access all their documents. The speed of the communication as well. In the past, maybe get stuck in queues with reception and trying to get hold of fee earners, which on telephone and email it's not always possible, but by an app it seems to be far greater decreased time of communication and waiting for that communication for the client.
What benefits have you seen as a firm overall since using inCase?
I think major benefits are, again, communicating with clients. I think that's driven our sort of confidence with clients up. In the past, they may have been waiting for a certain period of time, whereas now we can get back to them quickly. It pings up on the phone and they know something's happening with it. Overview of the case as well for the clients. They can actually see where they're up to without having to phone and email and keep checking on our fee earners. But also, I think it's more to do with the amount of work we can take on by using the app. So we've been able to increase our capacity of work we can take on. We're a panel firm, so we pretty much buy it in and get it referred to us. But we've not had to massively increase the number of staff, even though that is increasing as well. It's not in line as it was before the app. So each case handler can basically take on a lot more, a bigger caseload than previously.
And how has your inCase helped your firm specifically during lockdown?
Well, it's because we've used it for a while. It became normal. So even during lockdown, it was our preferred method of communication with clients anyway. But without it, obviously, it would have been a whole different ballgame. Having it there, we've been able to just carry on as if we're sat in the office. We've got remote access and things like that to our CMS. But from the client's perspective, nothing's changed. We're sending everything via the inCase app. We're still opening files and getting clients to fill in documentation. We're getting them to send us their details and scan documents via the app. So I think it's made that continuous client service applicable during the pandemic, which we wouldn't have been able to do otherwise.
And which app features have been most beneficial for your firm and for your client?
I think for the firm, it's the integration with Proclaim. So I think the fact that fee earners don't have to change the way they work, that's made it beneficial to the firm. I think for clients, it's the speed that we can now get through a case, and especially the initial inception of a case and the initial sign-up documents. We've had documents back in 15 minutes, and that's a full pack and questionnaires back. Another feature that clients always say they like is the uploading of documents. So being able to send us pictures of their fence certificates, building insurance and things like that without posting it. And then obviously the ID functionality, which we're looking to take on, that's going to bolster that current setup.
Have you seen any benefits from using the inCase app that you weren't expecting?
I think the main benefit that we weren't expecting was the actual take-up of the app. So in terms of the client take-up, so we always try to force it as our preferred method of communication. Obviously, there are clients that just don't want to use apps or don't want to use electronic methods of communicating. But we're really surprised actually by the volume of cases that do prefer to use the app. And again, support-wise, it's not too much of an overhead in terms of IT support.
I think you guys you've done a great job in terms of getting your staff to use it, to push it, and for clients to get the benefit. Actually, you've done quite an amazing job of that. Actually.
Yeah, like I say, it's just normal for fee earners. It's the path they have to take, and it's then off path if they're not using the inCase app.
Have you got any specific examples of where inCase is saving you money?
I think one of the major ones is postage. So I think we worked out at the time, every case we were taking on was costing over £2.50 to post out, and that's just the initial pack. So that was the client questionnaires, terms and conditions. But using the inCase app, we're probably, well, it's definitely paying for itself just on the saving of postage, and then every new case we take on, in terms of volume wise, we're generating extra profit from that really.
What percentage of your clients use your app?
So currently we're running at about 88% of conveyancing clients, because we only use the inCase app for conveyancing. So yeah, that's our current run rate, 88% using the app.
That's impressive.
Yeah, so that's like I said, it goes down to making sure that's the first method of communication and getting clients signed up as quickly as possible.
How have the staff reacted to having an app?
Initially, I think they were a bit worried about it changed the way they worked, but once we integrated with the CMS and we made it so that it was almost seamless for a fee earner, then they were fully on board. They much prefer it now, obviously down the line, and we're several months down the line with it. They much prefer using the app, and I don't think they could actually live without it. Their phone calls, although they're still manic, they have reduced in comparison. Their emails have increased, but that's only because of communication from clients. But it's direct communication, and it's very, because it's an app, the clients don't seem to have to write song and dance in an email. They can just go straight to the point and say, what's this about, or what's that about?
Quite brief.
Yeah. So it's not something that I have to spend a lot of time on. It's quickly read it, reply to the message, and it's done. So they much prefer it. Yeah, it's the speed.
Yeah, that's really good. And would you encourage other firms to work with inCase?
Definitely not. No, of course. Yeah, no, definitely with inCase. I think the team behind inCase are great. They've always been there to support us when we needed it, and just the app and the way it's moving forward with extra functionality that we've not even thought of several months ago. It's coming out with it. It's great.
Fantastic. All right. Well, listen, Chris, really appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
No, it's all right.
Very grateful for that.